Hey, what's going on, everyone? Had a chance to see Scream 7. This is coming to you incredibly late. I do acknowledge that. This film is directed by Kevin Williamson, who wrote the first one but hasn't yet directed a Scream film, which definitely had me concerned going in. See, I loved Scream 6. I thought the direction they took with that was incredibly fresh for the franchise, and it did show that you don't need to have Neve Campbell leading this franchise. Nothing against Neve Campbell. I'm a big fan of hers, and obviously they brought her back for this one, seeing as they didn't really seem to have anywhere else to go. This one is following her and her daughter, and as you can imagine with the Scream film, there is a new set of murders and we need to find out why and who is doing it and all that. It's no secret at this point that Matthew Lillard is also in the film to some capacity, and I will just say that what he has to do is great. I think that he did a really good job in the film for what he has, and I'll just leave it at that. But they're going to the place that they really haven't gone yet. It's really the one last place they had to go, which was Let's Do Sydney's Daughter, and gotta be honest, it's not that good. Although I think I've heard a lot of hate on this one, and it's not that bad either. Like, even though acknowledging that this is not a great Scream film, in fact, it's the worst of the Screams, let's be honest. This is a very consistent franchise, and this is probably the first one I came out of going, I don't know how I felt about that quite. But I know I had fun watching it, and I think a lot of the reason is they still do stick to a lot of the Scream formula, and they do try some new things. Just the new things they try don't really pay off, but those similar beats that you have in every Scream movie, they are here, they are present. A couple of the cast members that were the quote-unquote newer cast members from the prior two films show up at one point, and I went, thank God. And it's kind of weird to me that that's the reaction I had to the newer cast members as opposed to the older cast members. And I'm not saying that Neve Campbell or Courtney Cox half-assed their performances here. I thought they did fine. I think that they tried the best material that they had. I just think between those like familiar Scream beats, a lot of it feels very disjointed and very disconnected, and it doesn't really come together or pay off nearly as well as prior entries in this franchise. Now, if you're going to ask me if I'm going to put this on in a marathon of Scream movies, probably. I usually watch the Scream movies probably once per year, and this one will probably go right on with them, but I don't know how it's going to hold up on repeat viewing. Again, I don't think that this movie is that good in the first place. I just had some fun with it. There was fun to be had, is all I'm saying. It was definitely fun to watch with a big crowd as well in the theater. I did enjoy that. The crowd definitely reacted to the things that you're supposed to react to in a Scream film. I mean, some of the kills were extremely good. There's meta self-aware humor in there, and it still incorporates that stuff pretty well. Again, I just wish the overall payoff happened better. I mean, there was a reveal of killer or killers, and once that reveal kind of happens, you're kind of like, I wish that they would have taken that and ran with it a little bit better and had a little bit more fun as the prior two entries in this franchise. I do think Kevin Williamson had some great ideas for this film, and it's not like the worst direction I've ever seen. I just don't know if he knew how to take those ideas and fully execute on them. I do think maybe moving forward, despite the amount of money that this one made, the reviews have not been great. I do think maybe get somebody else to direct the future installments. I know Scream 8 is going to happen, but you got to get somebody with those fresh new ideas, and Christopher Landon was somebody that came to mind. I'm not like a huge fan of his films necessarily either, but I do think him with Scream would work extremely well. I mean, he makes some fun movies, but for the most part, I'm not like crazy about him. But him and Scream, I'm telling you, that's a good way to go. I don't think that they're going to be able to get Team Radio Silence back to direct these again. It does sound like the falling out was a bit harsh. Again, guys, there's fun to be had with Scream 7. It's not that good, though. If you're looking for one of the better installments, this definitely isn't it. Is it a worthy entry? Like I said, I'll throw it on in a marathon. It's fine. You can watch it. But let's be honest, as long as you can keep some freshness in the Scream franchise while putting that fresh stuff in a good Scream formula, while paying it off very well and being a little bit more clever, which this one was not, then I think this franchise still has plenty of life left in it. Like I said, this is the worst entry in 7 films. I don't think as an overall franchise they're doing too bad. I think Scream 8 could totally work, and I reckon that it will. I think that they'll take the notes and hopefully make a better film. That's not to say I'm looking for Shakespeare in these things either, by the way. I just want these to be fun, a little bit clever, and stick to to the formula that really works for this franchise. You kind of know what you're getting when you're going into Scream, or you could just really surprise everybody, you know? I've heard some suggestions that you should go like full Terrifier with this franchise. I'm like, hey, try it out, see what works. If it gets that brutal and gory, why not? I think audiences these days can handle it, although I just don't think that they will. All right, guys, did you see Scream 7? Were you interested? Why or why not? Let me know what you thought of the film if you did see it and all of that. Thank you guys for joining. My name is Dom. If you liked what you saw here today, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, share this with your friends, hit the bell for notifications. It's always much appreciated. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later.